Do you want to learn English quickly and easily in just 7 days? Welcome to a journey where we unravel the secrets of mastering English in a week. The method we'll be exploring is not just effective, but also enjoyable. It's a holistic approach that focuses on 4 fundamental pillars: pronunciation, comprehension, writing, and reading. Imagine being able to pronounce English words just like a native speaker, understanding what's being said in a conversation, expressing your thoughts in written English, and reading English texts with ease. This might sound like a dream, but it's absolutely achievable. This method isn't a mere theory. It's a tried and tested approach that thousands of students worldwide have successfully adopted to their advantage. It involves listening, repeating, and practicing everyday phrases until they become second nature. Are you ready to embark on this exciting journey? Stay tuned to discover an effective way to master English in just a week. Pronunciation is the key to making yourself understood. It's the bridge that connects your thoughts to the world, and it's crucial when learning English, or any language for that matter. Now, let's dive into the world of English pronunciation. English is a stress-timed language, meaning we say some syllables slower and some faster. We also emphasize certain words while others are said more quickly. This rhythm is what gives English its unique sound. So when you're practicing pronunciation, don't just focus on individual sounds. Pay attention to the rhythm and intonation too. One common pitfall in English pronunciation is silent letters. Words like night, gnome, honest, and island have silent letters that can trip you up if you're not aware of them. The best way to tackle this is by listening and repeating. Listen to native speakers, repeat the words, and practice until the pronunciation becomes natural to you. Another challenge is the notorious English sound, found in words like this, that, there, and those. It might feel strange at first to stick your tongue out between your teeth, but that's exactly how it's done. Try it out. This, that, there, those. It's all about getting comfortable with unfamiliar movements. Also, English has a lot of homophones, words that sound the same but have different meanings like to, and to, or there, and there. It's important to understand the context to distinguish between these. Now let's try some sample phrases. First we'll say, I think they're going to the park. Repeat after me. I think they're going to the park. Good, now let's try, it's too cold to go outside. Repeat that. It's too cold to go outside. Excellent. Remember, pronunciation is a skill that takes time to develop. You won't get it perfect right away, and that's okay. What matters is that you're trying, and with each attempt, you're getting better. Listen, repeat, and practice. It's a simple method, but it works. And remember, thousands of students worldwide have successfully used this method to improve their English. With consistent practice, you can improve your English pronunciation significantly. Comprehension is crucial to understand and engage in conversations. Imagine you're at a bustling cafe, the coffee machine is hissing, people are chatting, and amidst all that, you're trying to understand what your friend is saying. That's comprehension in action. It's not about recognizing words, but grasping the meaning behind them, despite the noise or distraction around you. First and foremost, active listening is key. It's more than just hearing words. It's about being present, focused, and receptive to the speaker's message. Let's say your friend tells you, I'm feeling under the weather. You might not know this phrase, but from her tone and expression, you could infer she's not feeling well. That's active listening. Another technique to boost comprehension is contextual understanding. This means making sense of unfamiliar words or phrases by considering the situation or the words around them. For instance, if someone says, I'm going to hit the hay, you might be puzzled. But if it's late at night and they're yawning, you could guess that it means they're going to bed. That's the power of context. Now let's put these techniques into practice with a sample conversation. Imagine 2 people discussing a movie. One of them says, the plot was full of red herrings. You might not be familiar with the term red herrings, but if you've been actively listening, you'd know they're talking about a movie. And if you use contextual understanding, you'd realize red herrings are likely related to the plot. So even without knowing the exact meaning, you can infer that red herrings has something to do with misleading or distracting elements in the story. These techniques, active listening and contextual understanding, are like 2 sides of a coin. They go hand in hand, complementing each other to enhance your comprehension skills. And the more you practice them, the better you'll get at understanding English, even in the most challenging situations. Remember, comprehension is not just about understanding words, but also the context in which they are used. Writing well in English can open doors to numerous opportunities. It's not just about penning down thoughts, but about communicating effectively, articulating ideas clearly, and showcasing your understanding of the language. So how can you enhance your writing skills? Let's delve into it. First and foremost, understanding sentence structure is vital. English sentences have a subject, a verb, and an object. For instance, in the sentence John eats an apple, John is the subject, eats is the verb, and an apple is the object. Grasping this structure helps you construct sentences that make sense and flow naturally. Next, let's talk about grammar. It is the backbone of any language, and English is no exception. Knowing when to use has versus have or is versus are can make a world of difference in your writing. For instance, we say, he has a book, not he have a book. Similarly, we say they are happy, not they is happy. Now, let's move on to vocabulary. A broad vocabulary allows you to express your thoughts and ideas more precisely and creatively. Let's compare two sentences. The cat is big and the cat is enormous. Both sentences convey the same idea, but the word enormous in the second sentence gives a stronger impression of the cat's size. While understanding sentence structure, using correct grammar and expanding vocabulary are crucial, the most important tip is to practice regularly. Write a little every day, be it a diary entry, an email, or a social media post. The more you write, the better you'll become. Remember, mastering any language, including English, is a journey. It may seem challenging at first, but with consistent practice and a positive attitude, you'll see noticeable improvement in your writing skills. Start writing a sentence today, and before you know it, you'll be penning down paragraphs and essays with ease and confidence. Practicing writing every day can significantly enhance your English language skills. Scene script. Reading is a fundamental skill that can significantly boost your English language learning. It's the cornerstone of language acquisition, the trove of vocabulary, and the guide to correct sentence structure. But how can you improve this essential skill? Let's delve into it. First, let's talk about reading aloud. Yes, it may feel a bit strange at first, but trust me, it works wonders. When you read aloud, you engage multiple senses. You see the words, you say them, and you hear them. This multi-sensory engagement helps to reinforce memory and improve pronunciation. So next time you pick up an English book, don't just read silently. Give your voice a chance to join the fun. Now, on to understanding context. Sometimes you might come across a word you don't understand. Instead of reaching for the dictionary right away, try to grasp its meaning from the context. Look at the words around it, the sentence it's in, and the overall theme of the paragraph. Not only does this strategy save you time, but it also sharpens your comprehension skills. For instance, if you read, "The sun blazed in the cerulean sky," and you're unsure about the word cerulean, the context implies it's something related to the sky, possibly a color. You've just figured out a new word without touching a dictionary. Lastly, let's talk about expanding your vocabulary. Reading exposes you to a plethora of new words and phrases. Make it a habit to jot down unfamiliar words and look them up later. Over time, you'll notice your word bank growing and your reading fluency improving. To illustrate, consider the sentence, "The verdant meadow was dotted with daisies." If you're unfamiliar with verdant and dotted, by looking them up, you'll learn that verdant means green with grass or other rich vegetation, and dotted means scattered or spread with a small amount of something. Remember, the more you read, the better your English will become. So grab a book, a newspaper, or even an online article and start reading today. So, are you ready to learn English in just 7 days? We've walked through an effective method that can help you achieve this. With a strong focus on pronunciation, comprehension, writing, and reading, you'll be able to grasp the English language in a quick yet comprehensive manner. This method involves listening, repeating, and practicing everyday phrases. It's a tried and true approach that thousands of students worldwide have found success with, and you can too. We've even gone over a few sample phrases and conversations to give you an idea of how to put this method into practice. Remember, consistency is key. Practice these techniques every day, and don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Learning a language is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your goal. With dedication and the right method, you can learn English quickly and easily. Start your journey today.